Such a good yes.
Oh, that was a good yes.
Oh, I have a new chair coming. I'm so excited.
Whoa, you got a new chair?
No
That's cool.
way.
What'd you get?
Yep. I got a DX Racer. It's all pretty and black and blue. I'm
That's
really
what I got, but
excited.
mine's all black. Just all black.
Yeah, no, I wanted colorful. I
I
almost
have
got the pink, and then I was like, no, pink is stupid.
I have whatever was in my mom's office when I stole it.
Yeah. I just find I spend so much time sitting here, and this chair that I have is absolute crap. So
Like
You're gonna love it. I'll say that.
Before-
It changes everything.
I'm so excited. It should be here. Like they're supposed to ship it in another couple days. So
nice.
hopefully for next weekend.
Getting it shipped to your house directly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that thing is heavy as hell. Seriously. And setting it up is kind of a pain in the ass too.
Oh come on! Look at my muscles though. Urgh.
Yeah.
I
You got
totally
this.
got this.
You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, man.
All right. Good luck with that. Maybe call a friend.
Hey.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend. Oh,
I'm
geez.
serious though. I think I injured
I'm
myself
serious though,
carrying it a
Jocelyn. You're
block.
screwed.
No, but if you don't have to carry it. See, I had it. I'm never home when deliveries happen because I'm at work, and so I get stuff delivered to my work. I drove it home, and then I couldn't find a spot by my house, so I parked a block away, and I swear, I almost killed myself bringing it like one block. Then up my stairs, and it was a pain in the ass.
See,
but-
I literally work like a 30-second car ride down the road. So they call me on my cell phone to buzz them in, and then I just buzz them in, jump in the car, and
There you
drive
go.
home.
Nice.
It's awesome.
All right, people want Joss unboxing chair building stream.
You guys, I will be swearing and throwing things, I'm sure.
Make it happen. Make
Especially if it has a
happen.
little like thing on the side that says like must have two people. I've tried to build things before and I'm one person. Doesn't work.
Do you have to read the instructions in Canadian?
Well, the instructions are usually pictures, so they're kind of universal.
Says there's a boot, 5 special screws here you need to use, so screw those in over here, we're gonna use this 5/8 millimeter screw.
We don't have 5/8 of a millimeter. Do you know how big a millimeter is? It's like this big.
I don't know how that
All of,
shit works. I know how inches, feet, yards. I know how that
All
shit
that
works.
crazy weird stuff that
I figured millimeter was like, a mile or something, but
close.
It's,
We'll go with that.
Tiny. All of the measurements I get for the board games and card games I work on, they come in millimeters, but then they give me bleed requirements in inches, and it boggles my mind.
what?
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah. They want all of the final output files to be millimeters, which is fine, and it's pretty normal. But then I'm like, well, how much bleed does it need to be? And they're like, oh, 1/8 bleed. I'm like, could you just send it over in millimeters like everything else, please? Thank you. I'm just sitting here with Google doing all the math for me.
Oh man, that sucks.
Oh.
That is weird. You can't mix. You can't cross the
No.
stream when you're talking about. No.
Yeah.
Measurements have to be uniform.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I have 2 new games out on shelves. Folks can
Oh,
go
cool.
get.
Sweet.
Yeah. Oh.
Does that mean you can do my overlays now?
Actually, yes, I should be able to
Yes.
do that now, finally.
So
I
excited.
need to get with you about that again.
I got to go get ready for Torchcast.
Lame.
I will see you guys soon. Peace out, chat room. Thanks for hanging. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. I'm not working in centimeters, Hollow Point. I'm working in millimeters. There's a difference. Damn,
Well,
millimeters.
2.54 centimeters is just 25.4 millimeters.
Shh.
Because it's base 10.
Shh. Shh. I still remember, Ben from the old A-Move Radio days. We're good college buddies. I would always remember because he's from Switzerland and all learned and well-traveled. We'd be like up in his dorm room, like cutting board or something for a piece that's due, in an hour. He's like, all right, what are the measurements? And I started reading him off measurements in inches. And he's like, don't give me that shit. Increments of 10. Increments of 10. Yeah, he always go off on this rant about who the hell develops a system of measurement based off of increments of 12. It makes no sense.
Yep.
Which I'm just like, yeah, you're kind of right. Problem is, that's what I grew up on. So it's just what my basis of reference is. It's like, yeah, I know how big an inch is.
Buck in the chat room's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear your measurement over America.
It's Murica.
Sorry.
There's no E in there, Jocelyn. There's no A and there's no E. There's U. And it's Murica.
Sorry.
Dig into that mur.
Oh.
I can't hear it either.
Chat room, you guys are on fire tonight.
All I hear is freedom. Thank you,
Yep.
Rezi. Thank you, Rezi. If anyone has any questions, by the way, this is officially the after show. Feel free to fire them off.
Yep.
And hopefully Jocelyn will remember to read them as I splice together this final episode and get it uploaded.
Oh. Raw America! That's it's Smite skin. It's one of the gods named Ra, and he's just like all decked out in like stars and stripes and stuff. And his ultimate is like this like huge bolt of light that's like a killing blow, and he just goes Ra America! Boom!
I was hoping
awesome.
I was hoping he just pulled out sparklers and nothing happened, and it was really lame because sparklers are lame. Because here in America, literally everywhere is a drought now, so we're not allowed to have good fireworks anywhere.
Aw.
Hooray!
What do you think of my suggestion earlier? What was your suggestion earlier?
Yes. What do you think of my suggestion that is buried in chat?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm seeing some LOLs telling you how big a centimeter is. Comments about my muscles. Fair enough.
big.
When you guys do the patron shout outs, you should definitely play the Hey Everyone Get In Here as a bumper since it exists now. That's a great suggestion.
Thank all of our grim patrons. Mm-hmm. They're not grim, though. They're also happy and friendly.
True.
And the grim patron is drunk as hell. I don't know why he's so grim.
How do you guys feel about heroes? Okay, so Garrett, maybe you can answer. Is it HOTS or heroes? Because
It
to
is
me,
heroes.
HOTS is StarCraft.
It is heroes.
Okay,
Everyone who says
'cause I
HOTS
had
is wrong.
This argument with someone like 2 weeks ago saying, no, it's HOTS. I'm like, no, it's not, that's StarCraft.
Everyone who says HOTS is wrong. It's confirmed by Blizzard. They refer to it internally as heroes because HOTS is StarCraft 2's first expansion.
Perfect. Okay. So,
HOTS is
anyways, how do we feel about
fucking
it going
wrong.
coming out of beta?
It affects me in no way, shape, or form whatsoever because it's, for all intents and purposes, open because you could freaking buy in.
I know, and I'm pretty sure we have like 6 or 7 keys that we've had for weeks on Gamers Inn that we can't even give them away.
We can't.
Like,
We're sitting on top of probably 100 now at this point on Into the Nexus. People keep sending them, and our listeners are all in. Nobody
yeah, well, exactly.
needs them.
I mean, Gamers Inn obviously is general gaming, and even then, anyone who wants in's pretty much in. Either they bought in, or they've won a key, or pulled it off Twitter, or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like the Heroes of the Dorm thing was like the big like rally, like hell yeah, Heroes is here, mother effers.
But it's still a month away, month and a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's the beginning of. Is it the beginning or middle of June?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look it
remember.
up. Because
I think it's June 2nd.
Like I said, it really doesn't affect me.
Do you think that we're going to see a huge influx in
the second.
players, or
The second. I don't think so. I don't know. I hope so.
so you think it's going to be similar to Hearthstone, where it just kind of like
Kind of just goes.
launches
I
and
mean,
goes?
before you did have to spend what, $40 to get in.
$30, I think.
I think it was
I think
40.
I don't know, somewhere between 30 and 40.
Because Dota 2 was 20, and I remember thinking that was a good price back when that was in beta. And I remember thinking
I
Heroes.
do find a
buy-in
lot
was
of the
little
hero stuff is
steep.
pricey.
It is, in my opinion, a little
Yeah.
on the expensive side. Unfortunately, it's also an incredibly fun and well-made game, so I just kind of have to deal with it.
Garrett, I've heard you mention on ITN you want to see Kalthus in Heroes. What do you think his card would be like in Hearthstone?
Oh. He'd have to be a mage legendary.
True.
And I think he should just cast a pyroblast when he enters.
Interesting.
I think he should do 10 targeted damage when he enters the battleground or battlefield. He's Kael'thas. He's this like crazy, it's dangerous, wild, power wielding psychopath.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. That's the one where he like puts you in a bubble or something in Magister's Terrace, and then what was his raid? His raid was Tempest Keep, right?
His raid was Tempest Keep, and he was resurrected in Magister's Terrace.
Right, and he's got like magical weapon things in one phase of his fight. Plus, he's
Tempest
got
Keep,
all
yes.
4 of his like advisors.
In Tempest Keep, yeah, you have to fight his advisors first. You kill them, then you engage him. Then he like floats up and breaks the glass and causes everyone else to fly in the air, and you have to equip the weapons to defeat him.
I've never made it that far in
which
the fight,
that would be
because I
a great-
never did it at level.
Yeah, it would be a great boss fight for
Yeah.
a raid, but as far as a card,
What if you summoned a random advisor?
that could be interesting. Or if when he dies, he comes back as his reincarnated self.
Ooh.
There's all kinds of interesting things you could do with him.
Yeah, he's had some really interesting mechanics.
But I feel like
plus he shows up in 2 different fights, right? A dungeon
Yeah.
and a raid. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of material to work with. I wonder why he's not in Hearthstone yet.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Antonidas is, you got to get him out first, especially since Jaina is the hero.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
From a lore aspect. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got to be mage, and I feel like the resurrect thing is too lore-y and not magey. So it'd have to be something with spells.
Summoning phoenixes was
that
Ro just
actually-
threw out in the chat room.
That could be really cool. It'd be cool if it was like a weak phoenix, but it had like spell power on it, and you just got it anyway. Like you got a nice body out of Kael'thas, but he summons a phoenix, almost like Dr. Boom for mages.
Yep. What about Battle Cry, Gravity Lapse, shuffles your opponent's board? That could be interesting. That would be, in some cases, way OP.
Yeah, but only in some
And
cases.
frustrating. Yeah,
In
could be
many cases,
potentially
it would have no effect on the game whatsoever.
Mm.
It like against Zulok and Shaman are the only times that would really matter.
Yeah.
Because after that, like Defender of Argus, it's persistent. It doesn't matter where he is once he's been played. Yeah, but that could be interesting.
I feel like I missed some questions when everyone was throwing out the
Kael'thas stuff.
stuff. Hang on, let me find them.
Ain't no thing. Hey, we're gonna hit episode 80 tomorrow.
Oh my god.
It is crazy.
Huh?
I said that's just crazy.
I Am the Time Lord says, in reference to storyline, first Nax, then Blackrock Mountain, how many more expansions do you think until we get the Death Knight? They're not working on Death Knight, so infinite
a long
expansions?
time. A very long time.
Yeah. How do you get a job at Blizzard? Don't know. Apply.
It depends on the job you want. Know a lot of things, especially if it's a remotely creative position.
Yep.
Like it's one thing if you're good at like painting in Photoshop, but it's also really good if you also know how to rig a 3D model or build a 3D model or animate a 3D model or texture a 3D model.
I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Resverit says, are you guys pushing for Legend this season? If so, what ranks are you at? I'm not this season. I'm only at rank, I think, 14. I got really far at Easter, which was like the first couple of days. I got all the way up to rank 12. And then I really haven't played much since this season. Mostly just because of Blackrock Mountain. I've been replaying a lot of the boss fights, doing all the class challenges, and trying out Heroic. So I haven't really been playing much on ladder, but I do plan to push next season again. And there's actually a thread on the Angry Chicken subreddit with people who are going to do it with me. So if you guys want to, then just kind of go sign up, and that's where we're going to have like discussions of what's working, what's not working, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the tax subreddit is the place to be if you want to push next season with us.
TACpodcast@reddit.com. I am also not pushing for Legend this season. I am also not pushing this season. I've been playing a lot of really weird decks and have not done well on ladder whatsoever.
Is there going to be a TAC live show from BlizzCon this year? There will very likely be one for BlizzCon. There will definitely be one for Nerdtacular. So.
Yep. Got my tickets today.
What?
And we're going to be on a main stage this year at Nerdtacular.
Don't remind me because every time I think about that, it makes me want to vomit.
We're going to be on a main stage. We're going to be on main stage and like 3 people are going to show up and it's going to be super awkward because it'll be a big room with no one in it.
I'm terrified, but it'll be fine.
The situation is no different. It's a different look. It's literally a different room. It's just a larger room.
Well, and I was terrified last year too, but at least it was like off to the side.
It didn't show. You did fine. You'll do fine this year, I'm sure. And if not, we'll all just get really drunk before we go. I mean,
yay!
We'll just it'll be whiskey time.
Blood Anubis asks how my apartment stuff is going. Is everything okay? So I had a leak in my ceiling and they just finished patching everything today. And then there was a fire in my building in the apartment below me last night. It was only outside for probably like an hour maybe. And yeah, everything's fine. There's no damage to my place. There was a lot of smoke. It was actually pretty kind of scary. But I never heard the fire alarm go off before, so I wasn't really sure what it was at first because it wasn't like a ringing, it wasn't like a pulsing alarm. It was just this like really, really, really loud, constant noise, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" But then I heard everybody like
clearly not a very effective alarm.
No, and like there was nothing because there's like a fire alarm in every room in my apartment and the hallways and everything else, and none of them were like flashing in any kind of indication that they were going off, like nothing. It was because it was the main building alarm. It wasn't like my apartment alarm, and apparently they're not connected. So weird. So, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, the fire department came and it was kind of funny because like we could see all the smoke and stuff, and then the fire truck drove by and like our whole parking lot is full of people. There's smoke coming out of our building and we're just like, there they go. And then like 30 seconds later, they turned around and came back. This is like, oh man, somebody forgot to Google Map. But yeah, it was... threw into very sharp relief that if there actually was a situation where I became homeless, I have zero support system in Halifax. I would be actually screwed. Ooh. So I'm probably gonna have to figure something out there. But everything's fine. Everything's fine. No damage to my apartment. The damage that was done by the leak is fixed, and yeah, so
we would
it's all
just
good.
do a make Jocelyn not homeless drive. Might take a few days, so you might get some really good stories.
I don't even have a car, so I couldn't even live in my car. Like, I was literally standing in the parking lot with my cat and his carrier going like, I'm so fucked.
I'm sorry I'm laughing at your misfortune, but I just love this image in my head of you just standing there with Thrall, just like...
That's exactly what happened. And then I had my phone with me, and I had 60% when I left the apartment. I tweeted twice, and then my phone died. I was just like,
what
God damn it, Apple.
It's time for a new phone.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just, the battery, like, just doesn't hold a charge, I guess. I don't know, but...
Jeez. By the way, I named this episode Cro-Magus!
Yay!
There's like 3 U's and 4 S's.
Perfect. Ophidian in the chat room wants to know when the next TAC tournament is going to be. I don't 100% know. I'm trying to make them quarterly, but it depends on a whole bunch of factors. I also want to do one for EU, so I have to decide if I want to do like 2 a year for North America and 2 a year for EU, or if I want to do them kind of like once a quarter for each region. We'll see. I owe EU a tournament before NA gets a tournament again, though. Absolutely. But hopefully very, very soon. Next maybe month or so. Maybe. We'll see. I don't really want to do one right in the middle of summer because it's right in the middle of summer and everybody always has a lot of plans. So I'm thinking maybe June and then September sort of a deal. But we shall see. Oh,
you can't ignore is Hearthstone the best pooping game ever?
What? I'm reading. I'm not reading the bottom of the chat room.
Oh.
I'm still way up top.
Well, the answer to that question is yes.
And I don't play Hearthstone in the bathroom. I don't understand how you people spend like 20 minutes sitting on the toilet.
What do you mean, you people?
Like you, people who sit on the toilet and play Hearthstone.
It's very thought-provoking.
Maybe it's just because I live alone and I have time to myself to do whatever I want all the time. I don't need a private getaway. It's okay, Garrett. I know you just need some you time. Go poop. Here's your tablet.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Okay, so as a follow-up to my previous question, what's your favorite boss between Black Rock Mountain and Nex, and does it differ? Ooh, favorite boss.
I don't know.
I think I really, really enjoyed Nefarian. I think he's probably my favorite.
Whoever the hell the boss was where I just got to build an entire deck of legendaries.
Yeah, that one was good.
Everything costs 1 mana and you only have 1 mana.
Yeah.
Again,
Oh,
I
shit.
remember the mechanics, not the bosses.
Oh, crap. Who was that? I can't remember now.
Literally have no idea.
But yeah, no, that was pretty great. Where you got to start at like the highest mana cards and build your deck backwards. Yeah.
Yep.
Good call. Actually, that one was probably more fun.
It was a lot of fun. I'm trying to find out who it was. Was it Gar? It wasn't Gar.
Was it Drakaseth? What was it? Chat room will figure it out.
I don't remember.
Oh, see, now I just caught up to the best pooping game ever question.
Chat room saying,
Okay, and Stolen Prayers is telling me I should have closed the other programs. I had nothing open on my phone except for Twitter. So,
oh, really?
yeah, no, it's been a problem for like a year.
Oh, it was General Drakasath.
Yes.
Yes, General Drakasath. Each player can only play 1 card each turn for the entire fight. So there you go. Cool. That was a very cool fight. That was probably my favorite. It was just fun. You just got to, I'm just going to take all my shiny things, just throw them in a deck.
True. People in chat room are saying that for some jobs, bathroom is your only break, so that's when you Hearthstone. Fair enough.
That was a really good point. I always got annoyed at with smokers wherever I worked because they always got like
they
5
get so
to 6
many
extra
breaks.
breaks, and I'm just like, well, I don't smoke. Can I just walk outside for 5 minutes
Yep.
every 30 minutes? Thank you. That'd be nice. I'd like to not do my job because I have a crippling addiction. I guess that being said, I was really bad about soda back then, so I would just disappear all the time to the closest store that had sodas.
Stolen Prayers, I misunderstood that hero power as well. And the first time I took my druid, because I was just like, oh my god, I'm going to be so OP because I'm going to innervate out 3 things and he's only going to be able to play 1 thing. No, you're capped at 1, so you innervate and nothing happens.
Yep.
Unless you can at most play a card, use innervate to refill your 1 mana crystal, and then play something else.
Which is actually, in that fight, because of the limitations of it, very powerful. To get
Yes,
2
yeah, it
cards
was.
out
But
in one.
it took me a little while. Like, yeah, it took me a while to figure that out.
No, I am right there with you.
Yep. It is an iPhone 5. I haven't actually taken it to the Apple Store yet, but I did check my serial number against because they do have a problem with the battery, and I checked my serial number, and it's not eligible for replacement. So I just have to buy a new phone, and I think I can do it in September. So for free.
Ignatium makes a good point. Wouldn't Innervate cost 1 mana, so couldn't you not do that?
No, Innervate's free.
But all cards cost 1 mana in General Drakasath's fight.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you couldn't do
Yeah,
that.
so you
Innervate
couldn't do
is
that,
literally a useless card.
I'm telling you, I did it totally wrong the first time.
Blood Anubis wants to know what your crippling addiction is, Jocelyn.
My crippling addiction. Ashran? Oh, I literally have burned so many hours in Ashran in the last 4 months.
I feel like mine now is either pizza or burritos because I've kind of kicked the soda issue. I really like pizza and burritos, and I can't decide which I like more.
I think, yeah, actually pizza. I'm not really, I don't know. I always get a pizza on Friday night. I get a large pizza on Friday night, and then I have pizza Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights for dinner. Because
Ooh.
one large pizza will do me 3 meals.
When Katie was gone, she hates Pizza Hut, and I love Pizza Hut. And I hadn't had a stuffed crust pizza since I was probably just learning to read.
10.
So I was like, oh, Katie's gone, because she was gone for a week, which I was not excited for. The only thing I got excited about was I'm going to order Pizza Hut. So I ordered Pizza Hut.
It's going to be stuffed crust.
I'm going to order fucking stuffed crust. Order stuffed crust. I'm like, all right, I'm going to craft the perfect stuffed crust pizza. So I'm like, I want pepperoni. I want Italian sausage. I want green pepper. I want garlic. I want a spicy red pepper crust flavor, because they do flavored crust now.
Ooh, I didn't know they did that.
My stuffed crust is now spicy red pepper flavor. And I'm going to get this. All right. Oh, beautiful. Can't wait. Just sit here, just all excited about Pizza Hut all day. Doorbell rings. Go to get my pizza. Open it up. And it's just plain pepperoni. And I'm just like, no. And I literally ran out my door, flagged the guy down. I was like,
No.
Excuse me. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I was very excited about my pizza. I regret to inform you, it is very incorrect. And he looks at the receipt. He's like, they done fucked up. Because the receipt was correct. And he's like, oh, we'll bring you another one. He's like, it's really not a big deal. Don't worry about it. He's like, just
So
keep
you
that.
got double pizza?
So I got double pizzas. So Katie was gone for a week. I just had like leftover pizza for almost every damn meal that I didn't feel like going to get new food.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was and then I got really sick. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Because of all the grease.
No, I think it was because of the plane ride home from when I came back from Pennsylvania, but
Ah.
I would assume. I don't think I've ever gotten grease sick before, other than maybe a stomach ache. But there you go, folks.
I'm sure you can get grease sick. It's got to be a thing.
Stolen prayers, I am right there with you on the rage over Pizza Hut no longer doing a lunch buffet.
So ragey.
I have not had the sriracha pizza. And no, I did not gain any cooking levels. Oh, man. I love Pizza Hut. But by the way, stuffed crust, not as good as I remember it.
I don't ever remember it being particularly good. The
Yeah.
cheese in it is like weird,
It's weird.
rubber non-cheese.
Yeah. They're regular like Pizza Hut pan pizzas. That's still the way to go. Like they still got that nice, really crispy, buttery bottom. Like just get the pan pizza. It's all about the pan pizza from Pizza Hut.
Now I want Pizza Hut. It's like 1:30 in the morning, Garrett.
You
What
couldn't
are you
get it
doing
if
to
you
me?
wanted it. You couldn't even get it if you wanted it. If I wanted food right
I
now,
bet I probably could.
if I wanted food right now, my only options would be Taco Bell, or I'd have to drive to Sarasota's famous Munchies 420 Cafe. They are open from 4:20 p.m. to 4:20 a.m.
That's amazing.
They were famous because they were on Man vs. Food, and they defeated him with their fire in your hole wings.
Oh.
He, I think, only made it 2 wings deep, and then went and sat in the walk-in freezer with a jug of milk. It was fun.
Wow.
Yeah. But they also make obscene things like Philly cheesesteak with deep fried macaroni and cheese on top of it. Like they do all these just disgusting, absurd, just fill your arteries with the most, fat you can find. But needless to say, it was a very popular place to go in high school because this town shuts down at 8.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Pizza down here is terrible. It's great in Ontario, but for some reason in Nova Scotia, it's absolute shit. I usually order for Domino's, and it's right across the street, and I still make them deliver because I'm just that lazy.
Do they bring a car, or do they just walk it over?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't know what piece of pizza is if it wasn't for Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, see, I don't know. It's really, really good in Ontario. There was one just down the street from us when I was growing up, and it was so good. But down here, it's just crap. It's like they use a different sauce and a different cheese. I don't know. But no, Domino's is great. The only thing about Domino's is that the reason I end up ordering pizza every once in a while is Domino's doesn't have salads. I always like to get a salad with my pizza so that I can feel a little bit better, except for usually I get like Greek or Caesar, which are just all cheese and like fat.
My favorite is like you go to the mom and pop Italian pizza places and you get like the prosciutto antipasta. So it's like a little bit of lettuce, but it's mostly giant bricks of fresh mozzarella and prosciutto. That's my favorite kind of salad.
My favorite kind of salad is the one that's just cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the one we used to get it from, they stopped doing the prosciutto one.
Aw.
And the last time we ordered, they didn't tell us, and they just gave us the like tomato one.
Oh, that sounds
And
sweet.
like I open it up and I bring it back in, and I'm just like, this is supposed to be prosciutto. They're like, well, we don't have it anymore. I'm like, well, I want my money back, and you can take this. I will not eat it.
Trying to vegetable me.
Just like,
The fuck, man.
I wouldn't be angry if you had just told me, been like, oh, we don't have that anymore. Don't just give me something different and expect I won't notice. Just like, no, this is tomato. This is supposed to be delicious cured meat, not a disgusting fruit masquerading as a vegetable.
Your feelings on tomatoes are the same as mine.
I hate them. I like a lot of the byproducts and not ketchup.
Me too. I like, well, I
like
do like
red
ketchup,
sauces.
but I like, tomato
Marinara.
sauce, all the sauces. But tomatoes themselves, but
I've gotten better. I used to not even be able to eat like diced, and now I love like a diced tomato on like my tacos and stuff. But like just a big like
it's
slab
the gushy.
yeah.
They're gushy where the seeds are.
it like coats my tongue, and it's just
Yeah.
it ruins like the burger. It's like it's all I feel.
And it makes the bun go soggy so fast.
Yeah. That and like two like juicy pickles. Again, my issue with pickles.
Well, I do like
It just
pickles. Too. I
permeates
can't
the
get on board
bun.
with that.
Yeah,
Pickles are amazing.
you and Katie can fight over my leftover pickles.
Katie can have your pickle, dude. It's fine.
Wonderful. That's a great quote to end it on. That has been this after show. Everyone enjoy Garrett's pickle.
But only if Katie can have it first.
Good God. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night.